is what I'm using right now to build the MeTime gift shop website that you'll see I'm building right now, or what we've been building for the past few days. So it's basically that what we're building right now. And we're using a framework React in order to build that project. And React, to keep it simple, it like just makes life as a developer very easy, because there's different, with HTML, like if you want to have multiple different pages, right, with like headers or footers and stuff, like you have to keep repeating that same code in that file. But with React, is that you can have your own separate header file, your own separate like footer file or whatever, and you're able to still gel together. So that's the beauty of React. And that's like a very quick short summary from what I've learned with it. Also as well, there is you can like create like graphs and stuff like that, because if you watch my admin dashboard, you'll see that it has the graphs and stuff like that on how much orders are made. So like it can also track something like that as well. So that's the beauty of React. So let's just jump into this video right here. Let me put this in full screen. Let me make sure I go back some more, make sure everything is cool. The audio should be better as well. I did increase the audio level because I listened back to the stream yesterday and the audio wasn't that good. So hopefully audio should be loud and good now. So yeah, let's go into it.
You watch React tutorials, you follow along, you think you get it. But then you try building something on your own and nothing. Your components break, your state management is a mess, and you're back to Stack Overflow every 5 minutes, wondering why everyone else makes this look so easy. Here's the problem. Most React advice is backwards. Everyone tells you to learn hooks, state management, and advanced patterns first.
Oh, as he said that, I would say, because I'm gonna be honest, I never, like, I'll be honest with you, I never did all this. Like, I'm sorry, man. I just started coding, but like, I just, asked ChatGPT, what's the best way to build this project, and bang, it was able to build it for me. So what I'm going to say is that the beauty, what I realized with React is that you should learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript first before you move on to React, because I know some, like, there's this thing where some developers say to, like, oh well, start learning React first, like learn these things here first. Like, nah, bro, learn HTML, learn CSS, learn JavaScript first, and then you can go into React and these other frameworks, because it makes a lot of sense. Because like, and I mean, I said, you'll have seen how my project is being built, that you'll see that there is HTML, there is CSS, there is JavaScript in those files, right? And the beauty of it is that it's still able to, React is still able to create the file that people think that React could have completed, because it hitting so many different points, is that people think that, well, it's not like it's they think it's complex, when it's really not that complex, man. It literally simplifies your work. It's like you don't really have to create a bunch of repeating code over and over. Like, bro, you can just create one file, one code, and bang, you're done. You're cool. Everything is chilling. So I would say genuinely, man, learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript first, and learn it within that order as well. Like HTML first, then CSS, then JavaScript, and then the frameworks. And from there, it will make sense. Trust me. So
Everyone else makes this look so easy. Here's the problem. Most React advice is backwards. Everyone tells you to learn hooks, state management, and advanced patterns first. But that's like learning calculus before you know basic math. The real issue?
yeah, it's like trying to run even though you don't know how to walk, pretty much.
You're skipping the fundamentals that actually matter.
Yep.
You need to master thinking in React, identifying components, understanding the hierarchy, and figuring out state placement. But most people jump straight into the flashy stuff without understanding how React actually thinks. Then comes the tutorial trap. You follow 10 different courses. Each teacher.
Bro, man, I remember I was in that trap a few months ago. Bro, when I tell you that I never, and don't get me wrong, the tutorials was decent. Like I use free code camp like I use their website to like help me like kind of get the basics of web development. And yes, it was good, but up to a certain point. You know, like when I did their JavaScript, which you know obviously supposed to be the most important part. Like, bro, I was like, what the hell is this, bro? Like, what this, like, what am I learning here? You know, and if I'm being honest, man, like, I still am not that good at understanding JavaScript like that. But the point is that you can literally just learn from ChatGPT. You know, it's like you don't really. And this is for me personally. I mean, if you all need to like, can I get the fundamentals on whatever? I mean, that's up to you. But to me personally, like, how I kind of move with time, because time is something very important to me, right? And it should be for everyone in the world. Like, time is like, come on, man. You know, so I look at it as I don't really have time to like go through all these tutorials anymore. So what I do is I just like ask ChatGPT, well, you know, look, I'm looking to build this project, whatever, what are the frameworks I would have to use, what are the name of the files, whatever, blah blah blah, and the dependencies or whatever, and you know, it goes out and builds it for me based upon the project. So like the best advice in all honesty is, as I said from the beginning, man, just how HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Don't like, you know, fall into these tutorial traps. Most like you say, like bro, just let ChatGPT do it, man. I mean, but I mean that's if you're competent like me. So I can't really, you know, I can't really speak for anyone else. But for me, bro, I rather ChatGPT and I'm chilling, man. So
Then comes the tutorial trap. You
Yep.
follow 10 different courses, each teaching a different best practice. One says use class components, another says functional components only. One preaches Redux, another says context API. You force yourself through learning formats that don't click with your brain, thinking you're
Yep.
the problem when really you just need to find what works for you.
Yep.
But here's the brutal truth about getting good at React. Stop trying to memorize patterns and start understanding the why. Keep your UI components focused on rendering, not bogged down by business logic. Master
Man, I mean, I know he's part, you know, obviously this guy is a very knowledgeable developer, but to me, and I'm guessing not like, you know, let me really be real, man. Let me really be real. To be honest, man, like, and this might sound contradicting as well, but it's like, man, I don't, I like coding, but I wouldn't really go that deep into it, man. Like, I'm just trying to get a code that works and I can just go out there and produce it. You know, it's like I'm not really too concerned about, you know, oh well, you know, you should learn this and this and that. And it's like, bro, I don't really care that much, to be very honest, man. I just want to get a code that works that I can ship and scale it and make money, make profits. You know, so all this, I mean, is like, hey, it's cool if you all want to like, you know, go deep into it and whatever. But to me personally, man, I just want a code that works and I could scale it and make a lot of money, man.
Keep your UI components
So-
focused on rendering, not bogged down by business logic. Master reusable, flexible components that are modest in size. It's like building blocks but with code. The real React developers don't memorize every hook. They understand one core principle. Data flows down, events flow up. Once you get this, everything else makes sense. Components become predictable. State management becomes logical. Even the advanced patterns become obvious extensions of basic principles. So here
And in terms about it too as well is that you can actually learn this as well as with ChatGPT too. So it's like you may not even know what the names they call it, but you can pick up with certain patterns from just building projects day by day with ChatGPT. So, well, I shouldn't say day by day because I mean, I don't think you can build a project in one day, but like, but every experience that you have with ChatGPT, that you definitely can learn a thing or two,
it becomes
or pick up
logical.
a
Even the
pick up a
advanced
thing or
patterns
two.
become obvious extensions of basic principles. So here's how to actually get good. Build the same simple app 5 different ways. Start with basic components and props, then add state. Then add multiple components talking to each other. Then add API calls. Same app, different approaches each time. Because the secret isn't knowing every React feature. It's understanding how React thinks, then thinking the same way. Master that, and you won't need to memorize patterns, you'll create them. And hey, if you
So basically, what you're trying to say to understand React is that, and I think I said this on my video, on my live stream yesterday as well, that you can't like when companies ask for, you have to learn, like you have to know these 20 different frameworks. It's like there's no way you can learn all those 20 frameworks, man. It's like it's either you stick on one framework, you master that, and you move on, or you just stick with frameworks that are relevant to the project that you're trying to build, and you move from there. So, and I say, but that's just how I think, man. Like I'm not really in the game to really like master any code or whatever. I'm just here to ship up, make a product, scale it, and make a profit from there. So this was a good video, man. I like it a lot. I agree. Like I can see why you said on how to actually be good at React. Like basically, just have to, or from what I take away from it, I should say is that if you're gonna use these frameworks, like make sure that it's relevant to your project that you're building, and you understand what the code is trying to do, and make sure it's simple and not complex. Like don't make life harder for yourself. Like just build something that you can build, and you have the frameworks to build it, and you go and make it from there. So now let's move on to
Manim, short for
Manim, explained in 2 minutes. Now I have no idea what is this, so I'm just gonna learn just like yours. So I have no idea what the hell is a Manim. So yeah, let's get into it. I mean, where's it back here a bit?
Manim, short for Mathematical Animation Engine, is a Python library made to create clean, precise